Yo, Hendo here with Average Dude Slow-Pitch. Today we're excited to bring you the third and final of the BEDLAM series in the USSSA world, the Worth BEDLAM 13.5 from Phil Matt. This BEDLAM model here is going to be a 13.5 inch barrel XL end load, which for you that aren't aware, with Worth, the XL is going to be your 0.5 end load. If you ever see XXL, that's going to be your full ounce end load. Composite handle, nothing too stiff on these ones, somewhere kind of in the middle between those real flexy handles, something like the 25 to 3500 monsters, but not as stiff as, let's say, the 5000 monsters or your one pieces, things like that. And then Worth has adopted, I don't remember if it was last year or the year before that, but they've got kind of the thinner knobs, which I personally kind of like. So just know you've got the thinner knob there. So if you like putting a taper or something on there, you can. But for me, with the thinner knobs, you can get away without having them and not worry about that handle kind of digging into your palm if that's how you grip the bat. So let's go ahead, get some swings on this. We did get a chance to swing the one piece and the 12.5 inch, I think is what the other one was previously. So we're gonna see kind of how this one stacks up, come back with final compression, final thoughts. All right, let's get a starting compression real quick here on the Phil Matt Worth BEDLAM. Again, this is that 13.5 inch XL model here. If you're interested in seeing the review on the other two models, again, the one piece and then I believe 12.5 is the other one, those are back on the channel probably only 5 or 6 videos ago, if I'm not mistaken. Slightly too far, let's fix that. Let that sit at 0. And right at 250, which is pretty kind of spot on to what happened with the other two piece, which actually ended up holding compression just fine. So let's go and get swings on it, see where it's at. Yeah, when you catch that sweet spot, it feels good. The barrel's not as soft as I expected for a Worth 13.5, that's for sure. I don't know if the stitching or something. Did you see the ball? It looked like the stitching was all fucked up on the ball. Definitely comes off good on this one. I mean, that was a miss. It was pretty far out there. I mean, I was definitely lower on the barrel. It's not the most forgiving though. You catch it low right now, you can feel it.
Back.
Doesn't take a lot of effort with this. Yeah, that was towards the end. And I think we've got probably 40 to 50 swings on it, and you can tell it's just, you got to catch the sweet spot area. Otherwise it's stiff and doesn't feel too great, but I mean, it came off okay. That's kind of what Alan was talking about, I think. Ooh, there it is. And then that's the sweet spot. Yep, there's the sweet spot. It's fair, it's almost gone.
It'd been gone in the softball field.
Oh, easily.
I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, it's got a very, very good sweet spot. Not the most forgiving for a 13.5 right now. These ball marks here didn't feel great on the hands. Up here, not too great, but still came off okay. We'll see what the velo does after we get Wally some swings.
103 miles per hour. 91 miles per hour.
See, that's what I'm saying though, with like the Worth and some of the Easton's two pieces. That was 91 into the top of the trees. We hit some. I mean, I get launch angle, spin, all that kind of stuff, but I just don't feel like it should have gone that far off 91.
100 miles per hour. 105 miles per hour. 104 miles per hour.
Yeah, so I mean, overall, feels good. The sweet spot's great when you get the feel off the hands. Well, I should say no feel off the hands. Ball jumps off the barrel, but it's still not the most forgiving yet. It's definitely more forgiving the first round, but you can catch a little bit lower without a sting in your hands. But whether it's a stiffer handle, whatever it might be, you do get that sting low and high. Kind of everyone agrees there, but decent speeds overall. You can see the drop off though from the sweet spot everywhere else. So just something to keep in mind with this longer barrel. But let's get a final test. We'll talk about more in our final thoughts. Let's see where our 13.5 Bedlam finished real quick. We got about 100, 125 swings on at this point. Let it sit at 0. And it's right on 240, maybe 245. So we are still kind of in the heat here. So potentially for 5-ish higher, but either way, still passing. Talk about more in the final thoughts. All right, and more field swings, velo, and compression test complete here with the 13.5-inch Worth Bedlam XL. You may have noticed the intro started out at a kind of a different field. We end up actually getting to use Apodaca for our swings. We're in a weird time of the year here in New Mexico where you can be out there, decent weather, and then all of a sudden it's gonna get windy as can be. And so when we were out there at Donana where we planned on swinging this, we got out there for about 20 swings and then we were out to like 40, 50 mile per hour gusts. So we headed out to Apodaca and we were able to beat the wind today. So we got about 100 swings on it. It feels really good, especially when you catch kind of the sweet spot, which for me felt like it was basically between the E and the L of Bedlam, this whole type of area. In the beginning, if you caught it lower or higher, honestly, it felt almost like a one piece as far as the feedback and kind of the sting on the hands. But about 40, 50 swings in, that started to open up, sweet spot kind of started to expand. And by the end, I felt like the sweet spot was more kind of the B all the way through the L of the Bedlam as well. So for a longer barrel, not as forgiving in the beginning as I would have imagined. However, with some swings on there, it's getting much, much better, and that sweet spot is crazy hot even from swing number 1. Even at this point, it's testing just over 240, so not a ton of wiggle room, but I would be perfectly fine throwing this in my bag at this point, making this a gamer. It has great pop, great sound, good feel in the hands as is. Just understand that for a 13.5-inch barrel, it's not giving you an entire barrel worth of forgiveness. Up higher, pretty much past the LM Bedlam, and then anything below the B, those areas, you're gonna get some decent pop off the barrel. You're gonna know off your hands, which I like the feedback to let me know I missed. But with those ones, you're obviously not getting kind of max performance that maybe like that 14-inch Genesis we found where the whole barrel seemed pretty forgiving, but the sweet spot off of it is gonna be real, real hot. So just kind of something to keep in mind there. These are still available over at headbangersports.com. So if you wanna pick these up, head over there, use code ADS, or as always, reach out to us on any of the social medias or go down into the description of the video. Our link tree's there. You'll find all of our different links, codes, the contact information to get a hold of us at averagedudeslowpitch.com. Shoot us a text. We'll get back to you as fast as we can, help you get squared away, recommendations, opinions, whatever it is. We're always happy to kind of chat and kind of shoot the shit with that. So let us know if you have any questions, comments, concerns with any of this. If you want help deciding on what bat to pick up, let us know. We'll get you kind of fastest shipping, best pricing we can. With that being said, hopefully you enjoyed the video. We appreciate you checking it out. Have a great day.